In today's breaking story, you're about to watch Donald Trump's ICE brutally attack a Democratic candidate. That's right, just when you think ICE can't get any worse, somehow they do. How's it going, everybody? Hunter Avalone here with Occupy Democrats. Welcome back to another video. Now, Donald Trump is absolutely out of control. He's silencing critics, he's destroying the economy, and it makes sense because his voters are just painfully stupid.
What got you excited to come to the Trump rally today?
He's a good man. I love him. We need him. He saved the country.
You love him?
Yeah, I think he's a good man. What do you think?
Why? When did you decide he was such a good man?
2016. I liked his words, and I like he did everything he said he was going to do, and he did it.
What are some of those things that he said and then he did? Give you just one thing. One thing he said and then he did.
He caught me off guard there. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
And to make matters worse, Trump is basically implying that it's illegal to criticize him.
Follow up on Charlie Kirk, there's been a lot of talk about free speech this week. Do you see a difference between cancel culture and consequence culture?
I mean, your question's a little trick question. I'm a very strong person for free speech. At the same time, when you have networks where I won an election, like in counties, I guess it's 2,600 to 525. That's called a landslide times 2. When you have that level of popularity or voter support, as I did in the last election, and yet 97 and 94%, different numbers. You see different numbers with different stats, but 97, 94, 95, 96% of the people are against me in the sense of the newscasts are against me. The stories are they said 97% bad. So they gave me 97. They'll take a great story and they'll make it bad. See, I think that's really illegal, personally. You can't have a free airwaves. You're getting free airwaves from the United States government, and you can't have that and say, and somebody that just won an election, and I had to go through this during the election. I think it's a miracle that I can win when 97% of the stories on the networks are bad, or whatever it may be, whether it's 89, it doesn't matter. It's a tremendous number.
And now you're about to watch Donald Trump's ICE brutally attack a Democratic candidate. That's right, take a look at today's top story. A shocking scene unfolded outside an ICE detention center in Broadview, Illinois, where Democratic congressional candidate Kat Abu-Ghazaleh was slammed to the ground by an ICE officer during a protest. Abu-Ghazaleh, who is running to represent Illinois' 9th District, had joined demonstrators gathered to challenge the agency's treatment of immigrant communities. What began as a peaceful protest quickly escalated when federal officers deployed tear gas and fired pepper balls into the crowd, with witnesses reporting that one activist was even dragged into the facility. It was in the middle of this chaos that Abu-Ghazaleh herself became a target. Video captured the moment an ICE officer picked her up and slammed her to the pavement, where she landed hard on her back with an audible thud. The disturbing footage has since spread widely online, sparking outrage from supporters who see the use of force against a congressional candidate as emblematic of the unchecked power ICE wields. In her own words, Abu-Ghazaleh described the encounter as both painful and telling. "My body hurts and will probably hurt way more tomorrow," she wrote, before adding, "What ICE just did to me was a violent abuse of power, and yet it is nothing compared to what they are doing to immigrant communities." She later warned her followers that the video shows exactly what it looks like when ICE violates First Amendment rights. The political response has been divided. Progressives have rallied behind Abu-Ghazaleh, condemning the physical aggression and framing it as proof that immigration enforcement in the United States has strayed far from accountability. Meanwhile, some right-wing voices were quick to mock the incident, claiming she interfered with ICE operations and implying she deserved what happened. The incident highlights the deepening divide over immigration policy and protest in America. It also thrusts Abu Ghazaleh's candidacy into the spotlight, not just as a campaign for a congressional seat, but as part of a broader fight over the limits of government force, the right to dissent, and the treatment of immigrant communities themselves. Thanks so much for watching. Please click that like button and subscribe to Occupy Democrats so that you can stay informed and help us stop Donald Trump.